Many have said that the secret to a meaningful life is finding meaningful relationships. Whether it be through connecting with a parent, a friend, a coworker, or a romantic partner, we are all united in our desire to find people who we care about and who care about us. In this series, we will explore those relationships, how they are all so similar yet perfectly unique. We will have honest conversations about how we impact each other's lives and how people have impacted our own lives. Each episode will focus on the same theme of finding those people. Finding those people who challenge you, finding those people who excite you, finding those people who love you. This is Finding Those People.
I grew up feeling like those moms, those women who looked more fancy were more like the kind of women I wanted to be. Even though my own mom was wonderful. But my mom was really a feminist, even though she wouldn't have called herself that necessarily. She might have even said she wasn't, because she was pretty careful to not be the kind of person who would alienate others. But all of her values were, pretty natural, and she really expected equality, and she had very strong, good values forever. So I would say, all of my life I felt this conflict between being like my mom and being like the sort of glamorous picture of the time. When I got older, I realized my mom was actually more, I'm not saying it to be loyal or because I feel guilty, but my mom actually was more beautiful. I grew up my whole life not liking my body. And I always wanted my girls to grow up with great feelings about their own bodies. And I thought, for me, it was very complicated to see when they were little how perfect they were and how much they loved themselves and how they could look in a mirror with the light and they didn't have any feeling of not measuring up. In fact, they didn't have any feeling of relativity at all. They only saw what they looked at and they liked it, right? So they would say, I look great, right? It was like that great way that you are and the way that you're so centered in how you yourself are.
Can I say one thing and
Yeah.
then we can go back?
Yeah.
It's like how we saw that picture of Joya when she was really little wearing her striped tunic and her polka dotted tights. And you said oh, I just love that about little girls, how they always think they look beautiful, and how since we don't have, it's not that we don't have anyone to compare ourselves to, but since we don't
know yet to compare. That's what it is. It's not that you don't have anybody. You just don't know how to.
Yeah. We just love ourselves unconditionally.
Yes, it's so true. And you had that. You used to wear, all of you guys used to wear crazy outfits. And you just would say, I look great. You really had this, confidence in you like this. So I had this idea. I felt really, really strongly. I mean, I really suffered as a young person about how I felt short.
My age or a teenager?
No, as a teenager, with how I felt, and beyond that, with how I felt like I fell short. And I was so determined that my girls would never have that. But the other part of it that was kind of funny is that I found myself feeling anxious about their bodies sometimes. Not because I didn't think they were gorgeous or perfect, but because I felt worried about how they were going to feel in the world. I started to see it in them, little ways that they would be feeling unhappy with their appearance.
Well, it's not, the whole thing is that it's not direct. And it's sort of
It's true.
how the other day, I don't know, this is going to sound stupid because we're young for this, but I don't know, the other day, I went to this park with my friends, and we went to play in the sprinklers, just a couple of my friends, and one of my friends and I was wearing, a tankini and shorts, and my other friend was wearing, these shorts made out of swimsuit material and, a one piece, and then my other two friends were wearing, bikini tops and shorts, and the whole time, they were, like, I'm not going to name names, but the whole time they were sort of just, like, looking at their stomachs, which made me almost wish I was wearing a bikini, so, like, I don't know, they wouldn't think I had something to hide by wearing a tankini, like, something longer. But I don't know.
Do you think they were thinking that? Or do you think they were just thinking about themselves?
No, I think they were thinking about themselves, but, like, I just thought that maybe they... Yeah.
So when you were saying that, that reminded me of one thing. Remember years ago your friend's sister, when you wore a bikini, said, like, it's weird for somebody your age to wear a bikini. And I was thinking,
Oh, yeah.
maybe what you need is a way that you can have the strength to silence the voices of other people that are designed to make you feel weird. And to silence your own voice when it's trying to make you feel weird, so that you can hear the things that really count, right? Because when that happened to you, I think I said to you, well, that's her problem. That's about her, that's not about you. Like, a lot of times people say things to you that aren't nice. All through your life, people can say things to you, and what you find when you get older is that people are saying things that are revealing things about themselves. They're not really revealing about you. If somebody says, like, that's weird for you to wear a bikini, you can just be like, okay, well, I like it. The more you can be like, okay, well, I like it, the better you are in the world, right?
Yeah.
I'm wearing this because I feel good in it. Like, why do you need somebody to make you feel bad in it, right? I just think about your little self. If somebody would have been like, Iris, you don't need to be wearing a bathing suit on top of your clothes to school. You would have been like, what? You wouldn't have even dealt with it for 1 second. You would have gone the other direction. That's what you need in you, is that party that does not care about what people are thinking.
Yeah. I have a daughter. Something that it's not really a quality that I want to instill in her, but something that I really want her to have or do is to like reading. It's just that when I read books, they always have messages, about, yeah, like, so I think that's really important for her because I know that she'll have the same feeling as me, where she won't trust my advice because she thinks it's biased, but I think that if she reads books that show, like, what it means to be a girl and, like, what certain qualities in a girl need, and how certain qualities have more than one side, she'll have sort of a fuller experience about what it means to be a girl and how there's not one right way and that everyone is different, but that doesn't mean someone is wrong.